Hey guys, so there is a question on your quiz tomorrow that has a common denominator part of it that's a little bit difficult. So I wanted to give you an example of one just to kind of process before your quiz. Okay, so let's say that that's our equation and we are finding dy dx. This is not the exact question on your quiz tomorrow, but it's kind of similar. Okay, so I'm going to have to do a product rule. So I'm going to split this up to be my u, that's going to be my v. So my u is sine x. My v is going to be 4x minus 9, and then instead of putting it in the square root, I'm going to put it to the 1/2 power. The derivative of sine here is cosine x. And then when I come to this side, I'm going to need to use chain rule. So it would be my 1/2 comes down to the front. 4x minus 9 used to be to the 1/2, so if I take away 1 from that, that's a negative 1/2. But then by chain rule, I have to multiply by the derivative of the middle, which is a times 4. Okay? So let's do our product rule. Remember, product rule is uv prime plus vu prime. So I'm going to do uv prime as this one. So sine x times. Now, are we okay, hopefully, with if this is a 1/2 and this is a 4, I'm going to just go ahead and put a 2. Okay, and then a 4x minus 9 to the negative 1/2. So that's this diagonal here. Okay, then for my second diagonal, remember product rule is a plus in the middle, and then it'd be cosine x here, and then 4x minus 9 to the 1/2. So if this was a free response question, that would be good enough. But the problem on your quiz tomorrow is multiple choice. You have to know how to make your answer look like several multiple choice answers. So I would have 2 sine x here, and then if this is to the negative 1/2, I'm going to move that down as 4x minus 9 under a square root. Okay, then plus cosine x, and then if this is like that, it would be 4x minus 9 under a normal square root. Now, the problem is that you need to get a common denominator. So what I'm going to do is, if this one has this on the bottom, I'm going to multiply by the square root of 4x minus 9 on top and on bottom, because remember, that's the same as just multiplying by 1. So then if I do that here, I have 2 sine x over 4x minus 9 plus, I have my cosine x, and then if this is the square root of 4x minus 9 times another square root of 4x minus 9, now it's just a 4x minus 9. And so the reason that that's better is that if you have 2 of these, then the square root part is going to go away. And now that my denominators match, okay, down here I have what's called a common denominator. Then I can write my final answer as one big fraction instead of having it as 2 separate fractions. So I'd have 2 sine x plus cosine x, 4x minus 9, all divided by square root 4x minus 9. Okay? I might go ahead and give you one more just to try, since you're motivated to study for your quiz tomorrow. So the other one that I'm going to give you is just going to be a polynomial without any sine or cosine in it. Okay, so you can practice one more. So let's say that you had this y equals, let's do x to the 4th times the square root of, let's do 2x minus 8. Okay, so this is my u, this is my v. Pause the video here, go ahead and give it a shot on your own if you want to. My u is x to the 4th. My v is 2x minus 8 to the 1/2. So my u prime would be 4x to the 3 This would be 1/2, 2x minus 8 to the negative 1/2, then the derivative of the middle is times 2. But then remember, if that's a 1/2 and a 2, those are just going to cross out. 1/2 of 2 is 1. dy dx equals, it'd be x to the 4th times 2x minus 8 to the negative 1/2 plus 4x to the 3rd, 2x minus 8 to the positive 1/2. Then I'm going to rewrite. This 2x minus 8 goes to the bottom because of the negative right there, plus 4x to the 3, 2x, minus 8 would be on top. Okay, and the reason that one doesn't move down is because it was a positive 1/2 power. Okay, from there we need to get a common denominator. So I'm going to multiply by 2x minus 8 and 2x minus 8. Okay, then from there I have equals x to the 4th plus 4x to the 3, and then 2x minus 8 gets to come out of the square root. Okay, so I kind of skipped that middle step here, but since these are the same, I already have my common denominator at that point. So at that point, you'll notice on the other one, I was done. But in this case, if that's an x to the 3rd times a 2x, that's going to come out to be a 4th power, and I'm going to be able to combine here. So that would be x to the 4th plus 4x3 times 2x is going to be 8x to the 4th. Multiply on the minus 8, that'd be a minus 32x to the 3. 2x minus 8 on bottom. And then your last step would be to combine. If that's an x to the 4th and an 8x to the 4th, that would be 9x to the 4th minus 32x to the 3 over 2x minus 8. Okay? All right, hopefully you got it right. Good luck tomorrow. Good luck. You can do it.